everyone! We are officially now starting the second half of the semester. It's week 7. I've opened a lot of weeks. Week 7 through week 11 is open now. They all have to do with AMS2. So I have everything so you can see it ahead of time. Please look ahead. Please. Please, 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 please. So you can see it. And there's resources in the later weeks that you can use now. You don't have to wait till you get there to use them. So look ahead. That's why I opened them. We're still prepping for the AMS2 paper, a problem that hurts adult learning, hopefully a problem that hurts your learning, and then we problematize it. I beg you, text me. When you think you have a problem you want to focus in on, text me. I'm going to play devil's advocate and help you problematize. We'll probably have a lot of going back and forth. It's out of love. It's time that I'm very willing to take, because picking a complex problem is the biggest issue here. We can work on getting your sentences pretty, and we can keep working on how you use sources, but it won't matter if you have a super simple topic that's obvious, because it'll just fail. So we need to make sure you have a complex starting place. I'd love to help you with that. Anyway, I suggest now you start thinking what that is, because you just finished or are finishing these synthesis paragraphs 3. They could have been part of your paper if you planned ahead. We're going to have synthesis paragraphs 4. They could be part of your paper if you know what your paper is going to be about. So please, I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to help you save time in the long run. Try to figure out what it is that you want to write AMS2 about. I have a couple more things for you to look at here. You don't have to. It's up to you. This is a big deal right now. This grit idea, it's sort of like a buzzword. It's sort of, it's where the people in the community are really talking about it. So it's something good for you to know. And it works in with stuff. It's a video. The Alfred article, you've already read it by now, I'm hoping. But here it is again, because it's really worthwhile. You only have 2 forums this week. I know that's still a lot, but you only have 2 forums this week and a set of synthesis paragraphs. It's our 4th set of synthesis paragraphs. It's the last one. I'm adding in one more skill. You already need to start with your idea and show your thinking first. You have to be able to introduce 2 sources, and you have to explain how those 2 sources see things from different perspectives, but help point out your idea. The new thing is, you have to be critical of one of them. Of one of the quotes, you have to be able to say there's something not quite right in it. It's not 100% wrong, because that'd be real obvious and simple. But there's something that's not quite right. So I often use, for an example, Mezirow. Mezirow says that we need to talk, and he says that talking helps us with possible transformative learning and increasing our autonomous thinking skills. However, he also says we have to talk until we reach consensus. And that confuses me, because consensus doesn't seem to go with autonomy to me. So that's a quote I use it as an example. I love a lot of things he says. I agree. Yep, we have to talk. Yep, we have to be open to new ideas. Yes, we have to be willing to think about our ideas and maybe change them. And we need to be able to listen to a lot of things in order to pick the best one for autonomous thinking. But that whole idea of consensus, it's tough for me. Oh, I'm moving this up here. Sorry, there's this extra Levinson chapter. Really, if you're talking about student-teacher relationship, it's really worth reading. Anyway, synthesis paragraphs. Just like all of the other ones, you have to have at least 2 paragraphs. One of the paragraphs has to have at least 2 sources. That's the same as every single other time. The only difference here this time is, again, when you're comparing the 2 of them at the bottom of the paragraph, start with differences. And after one of the quotes in your bottom bun, make sure you talk about a flaw in that quote, or something that doesn't quite sit right with you. That's the new skill. Now, all of this is because you need those sort of paragraphs in your actual essay that's due week 8. So it's not due this week, but you should start writing it and picking your topic so you can make it these paragraphs part of it. Make a lot of sense. But week 8, you're going to be turning in that essay, not only just writing it, but you're turning in that essay to the English department for feedback. So you have to start thinking about it. You have to start thinking about it. And if you have some ideas you want to bounce off of me, yay. Please, please, this is a time, if you have a chance, get ahead. Don't wait till the last minute to start this. Start thinking now. All right, I hope to hear from you.